Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here we go, side. Tonight.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 39 yards, and that's a Steelers first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go, son.
Fields out of the gun. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Here we go. Right.
Fields on third. That's complete to Wilson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
On one, right?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Back.
Looking to throw, Burrow. He's going deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. On the move, headed right. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd and 3 now.
Here we go.
A give now from the gun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Extend. Right.
First down throw for Fields. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Here we go.
They'll run now on second down. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Right.
Off play action. It's Fields. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Here we go. Sit right. Sit right.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Stop.
First down, Burrow to throw. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 37. Short pass brought in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They've got 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All I'm hearing in my head is touchdown to check down, touchdown to check down, because it was said about a gazillion times in the NFL to me when you get in the red zone. It's not sack. Touchdown to check down. You can't take a sack on 1st down in the red zone.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deontay Banks. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12.
After the pick, here's Burrow again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Try and push it deep downfield. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play! Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
Stop.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Flush down out to his left. And that's going to be a sack. He goes out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, that's one of those situations that you have to have awareness. Right? You call it spatial awareness. You got to be conscious of the sideline and just simply get rid of the football. Looks like we saw a slight bit of panic there, hence going out for the sack.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Stop.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bengals get it back to within 2 possessions. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the 1st quarter, the 2nd quarter, 3rd quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the 4th.
Here we go.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go, son.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. 4th and 3, drive on the line.
Open. Don't jump, ready?
Shotgun snap to Fields. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
11 MT. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
12. Here we go. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Try and push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers take over as he records his 10th career INT. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in 1 game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision. I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one. Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception, and that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on fourth.
Going to the ground again on first. Blast through midfield. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers have likely locked up the win right there. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines. But for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports